You are resting way too long in between your sets in the gym, guys. Way too long. And I see this all the time. I don't even really pay attention to people in the gym because I'm so logged in, but obviously I'm paying attention to my surroundings. I'll see dudes rest so long that by the time they get back to the next set, I've already done like 3 to 4 supersets. Sometimes even more. You guys, a lot of the modern day fitness advice is just straight up goofy, guys. I'm gonna be real, and I'm gonna talk more about my philosophy. If you guys want to know, I just made an ebook outlining my full philosophy around not only high volume training for naturals, but also around pursuing excellence within physical wellness, just within health in general. So both of those ebooks will be linked in the description. So check my ebooks if you guys need an ebook, right? But I want to tell you, I want to really get out here and tell you guys about my philosophy around fitness and training because it's vastly different than what's going on now. You don't want to be taking these long rest periods, guys. We're not powerlifters. A lot of you guys, I mean, technically, we're not even bodybuilders either. A lot of us, we don't compete, but we'll call us bodybuilders for the sake of this video because we are building our body, okay? We're sculpting a beautiful physique. I study the greats, golden era bodybuilders, Arnold, Sergio Oliva, Serge Nubret, Frank Zane, Robbie Robinson. These guys focused on mind muscle connection. They focused on the pump. A lot of people say that the pump doesn't matter. They focused on the pump. I believe in the pump. And they focused on really sculpting a beautiful physique. They're not chasing strength, they're sculpting a beautiful physique. When you rest so long in between sets, especially the way a lot of you guys rest, you're staring at people in the gym, you're scrolling on your phone, you're having a conversation about some bullshit. Your mind is not focused on the muscle anymore and you're losing the pump, right? I do believe in supersets. I don't believe in supersetting every single muscle, but there are some muscles that I do superset. But even if you're not supersetting, you're not resting 3 to 4 minutes in between sets. Like the longest I rest in between a set is a minute. Legs and back is a minute. Smaller muscles like delts, like chest. Chest is sometimes chest will be a minute. If it's a chest press, it'll be a minute. But if it's like a chest fly or delts, then it'll be like 35 seconds, guys. Right? But you have to kind of work yourself up to that. I'm not saying that you need to copy my rest periods, but shortening your rest is for bodybuilders and for people looking to sculpt their physique. Once you get to a point, is honestly the best way to progress for overload. It's going to be a better metric to progressive overload by shortening rest than it will be by adding weight. A lot of you guys, and this is a whole different topic, but a lot of you guys would like to add weight as your main source of progressive overload. So now you're lateral raising 70 pounds with shit form because you thought that you couldn't just stick with the 40s. Like you're like at lateral raising at your 40s was good form, but because you think that you have to get stronger with your lateral raises weight wise to improve, now you're ego lifting and now you're putting no stimulus on the shoulders on the side delts, and you've done their turn lateral raises to a full body movement because you're just bullshitting as opposed to just taking shorter rest periods and using the 40s and maybe doing a drop set and going to the 30s, right? So this shit gets deep, right? There's other things that you guys could use to progressive overload outside of weight. We're not strength training. We're not power lifters. We're weight training and we're using weights as tools to sculpt a beautiful physique. Again, I look at guys like not only golden era bodybuilders, but calisthenics athletes. Calisthenics athletes have some of the most aesthetic and beautiful sculpted physiques. What do? High volume training, short rest periods. You've never seen a fat calisthenics athlete. Great way to stay in shape. A lot of you guys aren't even in shape. You're taking such short rest periods and you're not understanding that if you didn't take as long as rest periods, you'd be actually doing your cardiovascular system a favor, and you probably wouldn't even have to get on a goofy ass elliptical post workout if you just took shorter rest periods and actually worked your cardiovascular health while you were training, right? Bang for your buck. Kill two birds with one stone. But we're not taking long ass rest periods, guys. Stop listening to these guys online that tell you that you need to be resting 5 minutes in between a set. Like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? We didn't go to the gym to sit down. We go to the gym to train. You're like resting 5 minutes in between a set is ridiculous. Oh, but Randall, I need to rest because I'm lifted. If the weight that you're lifting is so heavy that you can't do another set within 2 minutes, you need to lighten the weight. You need to lighten the weight. Stop chasing the strength. That's why you look the way you look. Some of you guys might have muscle, some of you guys might not, but a lot of you guys don't have that sculpted, athletic, aesthetic physique that you want, and it's because of the way that you train. It's not all about body fat percentage. Body fat percentage does play a big role, but you could get to like 10-12% for men, and you'll still probably won't have the physique just because of the way that you train. The way that you train is very important. The stimulus that you provide to your body is very important. I know I'm talking about a few things in this video, and I want to kind of watch myself because there's a few different topics I want to dive into within what I've said. But specifically with these rest periods, don't copy my rest periods. I'm in very good shape, guys. I after my leg day today, I did 45 minutes straight of abs. I did a whole ab circuit. You have to be in shape to do stuff like that. So I'm not saying copy my rest periods. I progressive overloaded to be able to take shorter rest periods, as short of rest periods, and the supersets that I do now, I had to progress myself there. But just know that if you're taking 4 minute rest periods, 5 minute rest periods, that shit is goofy, bro. I don't care what nobody says. A lot of you guys are with these Mike Mincer and Dorian Yates. That shit, bro. We're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that. That's not how you sculpt a beautiful physique. Then a lot of you guys get injured because you're lifting weight that's just way too heavy. A lot of you guys are ego lifting on lifts, right? You're ego lifting. You're lifting some shit that's way too heavy. Let's say you dumbbell incline press, right? Your dumbbell incline pressing 90 pounds. That shit is way too heavy for you. You're not even putting any stimulus on the upper chest. You're training your central nervous system and you're training your joints. That's like 80% of what you're training. The other 20% is the upper chest when it should be like 100% upper chest, right? Then you put the weight down. You scroll on your phone for 5 minutes and stare at me while I'm working like a fucking machine, right? And then you have the nerve to go up in weight the next week because you think that you have to just be getting stronger in order to build a better body. So now you go to the 95s, you put even less stimulus on your upper chest, you put even more stress on your joints, and you put even more stress on your CNS, and you're not even doing the intended movement. And the intended goal should be to grow the upper chest, not just lift heavier weights. And then you take a longer rest period because the shit is too heavy. So now you're resting 6 minutes in between instead of 5. So you're just going backwards in all areas. This is what I see, guys. I need to get on here and talk more about my approach because it's way different than what a lot of people preach, bro. There's a lot of stupid shit getting preached today in fitness. Again, if you want a full guide for my philosophy around my high volume training and around my philosophy with physical wellness, right? Pursuing the excellence within physical wellness. Those ebooks will be in the description. But we're going to talk more about this going forward. I just want you guys to know we're not doing 90% of the stuff that these people talk about. A lot of these dudes who give fitness advice, a lot of them have muscle. They don't even look good. They don't even look the way that you want to look, but you take advice from because you gave them authority. I don't take advice from people who don't look the way I want to look. A lot of these guys don't look aesthetic, bro. They don't look like sculpted physiques. They don't look like statues. They just look like puffy water retention cortisol freaks. That's not how I want to look, bro. If you guys want to join my 24-week coaching program, that will be in the working me link. If you need a personalized training program, a personalized nutrition program, or if you want a personalized performance bundle with training and nutrition, that will also be in the working me link. And again, my ebooks will be down there as well. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Follow me on Instagram at Rando Branch. And I'll see you guys later for more vids. Peace.